Welcome back to the morning show here on XL7 TV, and we've got a segment we call This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora.
Yes, sir.
And it's funny because we call it This Week in Real Estate, and it's really amazing how things are changing so much right now from week to week.
Oh, yeah.
It's really made real estate kind of interesting, even for people that aren't involved in real estate, because it controls so much of your economy that's going on in town.
Yes, it does.
And once you realize how much one thing affects the other, real estate becomes really interesting. And to see the changes that we had, at one point in time, we've had, 1,000 homes on the market. And, you sold some, you didn't. It just was regular kind of real estate. And then COVID hit, and it became a big boom for us. A lot of people wanted to get out of the states they were in or the cities they were in. We became a destination for a lot of people,
yes,
and
sir.
That changed our market.
Oh, yeah, decidedly.
We were running out of homes to sell. There was hardly anything on the market. And now that things kind of leveled out with the COVID thing, you're still hearing some bits and pieces, but it's not this panic. It's not.
No, we're past the panic.
Yeah, and now things are starting to level out, and you're seeing real estate start to adjust a little bit. So every week, what I said, This Week in Real Estate, every week it's making a change and a difference, and it's fluctuating. And I find it interesting, and I've never been a really following real estate and what happens, but over the years of listening to you and hearing from other people on how much it affects the economy and where you live and what we call our way of life.
Sure.
And, you look at our tax numbers and stuff like that have been up, which has helped our quality and way of life here because the sheriff's department's been able to grow as we expand. And that's the biggest thing is more and more people move here. We have to adjust as a town to keep that safe area and to keep things the way that we like them, and the reason why people are moving here.
The quality of life issues that are so important to us who live here and those who want to come here, that's all based on that.
Yeah.
And the schools, the schools are the number one thing. They want to know, even if they don't have kids in school, they want to know how good the schools are because that affects their day-to-day lives. That affects going back and forth. Walking in the neighborhoods, are there going to be issues? If you got really good education, you're not going to have to worry about being out and about. And we're a prime example of that. So get out and vote. You got today, Friday, and Monday, and Tuesday's the election. We were there. I was there yesterday with Jake and a couple other guys, and we walked through there, and it's kind of dumbfounding, the shape that place is in and the way that the things that they've done to kind of patch things together, to hold it together. Something's going to have to be done there one way or the other. And I think it's much better to get ahead of it and to vote yes. That's the end of the whole deal. Vote yes. That's the bottom line. Vote yes.
We talk about it's a need, not a want. And,
it is.
And we encourage people to go and take a look, just like you did.
Oh, definitely.
I happen
Bring a flashlight.
I had the option to do it early
Jake.
In the game, so I knew what we were looking at. Yeah. You would never know unless you go do that tour, and he takes you behind the scenes of what's really going on.
Yeah, he pulls the curtain back.
Yeah.
You walk out and you see the little guy, and they're working the switch. It's like, really?
You walk out onto that shingled roof upstairs, and you got lines everywhere. You got stuff where they've just patched, and they've done this, and you realize real quick how much of a need this is.
Yeah. It's been delayed, and it's time.
Yeah,
time.
It is.
That goes to quality of life. Like I said, we talk about people when they come here. That's one of the first questions they ask, and obviously the hospital's stellar. Those are the two big things that people want to know about when we talk to them. The 3 rivers, 2 lakes. The crime, Montgomery on the other day.
You got to put safety in that.
Safety is a huge mix in there. The fire departments.
Yes.
All our volunteer fire departments in the outskirts of Mountain Home, they're all highly, highly rated. Obviously, the Mountain Home Fire Department is highly, highly rated, and that's all that adds up to with your insurance. So many things can play into that, and so we have a lot to be thankful for here. There's a lot of natural beauty here. We're thankful for the rain that we've gotten over the past couple of days. Makes a big difference. It's good to see things greening up a little bit. Maybe they can get another hay crop out of this yet. It's a little late, but we'll see how that works out.
At least get some yards green again.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, just to be able to see the grass really is grass. Okay, I don't have to worry about walking on it and setting the place on fire. That's a big deal.
My yard, of course, the backyard had turned brown. It was dry. You walk out, I mean, you can start to see dirt now showing up where the grass was at and parts. And everybody talks about that. Well, we had that one big rain. It was great the next day. Everything started looking better, but it didn't last.
But it's only there for a day. Yeah, right.
And then all of a sudden, everything's dry again.
Whew, what happened here? So all the things, and you mentioned the economic impact that real estate has. And real estate is the number one driver in the national economy. And then, obviously, all the local economies. All the different things that are purchased because of people buying homes and selling homes. Everybody comes in and they're going to make it theirs. So they're going to paint and flooring, cabinets, new bathrooms, new kitchens, decks, roofs, new wiring. Name it. In the real estate, by sheds. I was looking at a shed the other day. That will come from real estate and the sale of real estate. And the banks that come from that, the realtors that come from that, the amount of money that we and the royal we put into the local economy for the different charities, all the different things that the banks do here, the local finance companies that can help you as a buyer because you're going to live here, so you want to have a local bank to deal with, and very, very important. And they give back to the community. That's where the good works that come from this community come from.
And a lot of the people that are moving here are retired. We are getting younger couples.
We're getting
now.
younger too.
We are,
yeah.
But a lot of them's retired. They're bringing money into this market, and the best part is they're spending it.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
And even though we look at people that are moving here and this and that, we're still a very big tourism town. That is what drives this community.
Yep.
And that, what I was saying about how we needed to grow. We need to grow in our local government. We need to be able to grow in our fire departments. Be able to grow in our sheriff's departments. Those are the things that you want to keep this quality way of life.
That's how it goes.
Feel safe and feel. That's got to grow.
Yes, sir.
Those are growing pains.
We're not Mayberry anymore.
No, we're not.
I look at the difference. We've been here 19 years now, and I look at then and I look at now, and it's like, wow. I mean, you really. But I think we've grown into it well.
Yes.
It wasn't like haphazard. We didn't throw a big circus tent in the middle of the town and something that was totally off the rails for this area here. We've grown, and the industries that have grown here they're soft industries. That we don't have big polluters, no big stacks of anything like that. That's good planning by the city fathers over a number of administrations.
Yep.
Both on the county level, the city level, the different towns in Marion County as well. It makes a big difference.
We truly have something for everybody. I mean, we have some of the bigger type businesses that have moved in, but we still have our resorts, our fishing, our.
Well, you still got the mom and pop operations are still here.
Mom and pops.
Sure,
it's the best of all worlds as far as I'm concerned. Right now.
Definitely. We need to support them. We need to support our local restaurants. We need to encourage them to do better. We need to take care of the waitresses and the waiters and the cooks and help them to want to be here, because that's what's killing the local restaurant industry right now. Help is just tough.
It is across the board, and that's everywhere, not just
here, no, but, it is. Yeah, that's a nationwide thing. There's no
it's
question.
An issue.
Yeah.
Well,
tell you what, I'm going to hit This Week in Real Estate, and we'll come back, and we got a minute or two at the end.
You bet.
Okay. This Week in Real Estate, there were 64 new listings came on the market, one commercial property, 27 parcels of land. 36 homes came on the market. They ranged in price from $79,000 to $850,000. 5 of those homes are already taking backups. There were 52 sales 4 commercial properties, 14 parcels of land, 34 homes sold. They ranged in price from $40,000 to $895,000. The average sale price this week was $213,000 with 71 days on market. So, I mean, it just shows the pressure that things are under to get things closed. A total of $7.2 million in residential real estate closed this week. 20 properties expired. There's 71 pendings. Currently, there's 241 homes listed on the MLS, so we're up 6 from last week, and we've been up every week since the first week of May. It's gone up 3, 5, 10, 12, 6, it's gone up since the rates have started to go up. That's really what's made a big difference. Year to date, there's been 722 homes have sold for $159 million. The average sale price for this year is $220,000 with 84 days on market. For last year, there had been 745 homes that sold for $144 million. Average sale price last year was $193 with 94 days on market. So interest rates have dropped some this week. The mortgage application numbers were up. It's a nationwide number, but that affects us because we're obviously part of the nation, but we're the trailing indicator. So that means people are able to sell their homes where they're at to come here to buy homes. And that's where we run into our problems, is people, if they can't sell their home to come here, that's how we end up with 200 homes as opposed to 85, which we've been down to. The market, with the interest rates coming down, it's down a full point from the high of about 2 months ago. So that's made a big difference. Is it going to stay there? Don't know. But if you're looking to buy, go get locked in right now, and that's going to make a big difference in where you're at. First Security sent me a thing earlier in the week, and they're like 4.75. So below 5 is not a bad number. And historically, it's still a great number. When it dropped down to 4 a couple years ago, from where it had been up in the 8s, that was a big thing. And life goes on, people are still having babies, they're getting married, they're getting better jobs, getting a job, getting out of mom's basement. And there are not a lot of basements here in town, so it's getting out of mom's basements is a big deal. That's what people want to think about. It's a great opportunity. There's some more homes on the market than have been, and there's some good opportunities in some places that are looking for new owners, obviously, and need some change.
Still amazing to hear that many homes are, they're already contract before they even hit the market.
Yeah.
And I know this was an issue, like you said, we're going through COVID, but you would think now that things are winding down, you wouldn't have, but the market's still there.
It's still there.
There's still a demand to move here. People are, like you said, you look at the amount of homes, what did we have, 34 homes sold this past week,
yeah.
and only 71 days average.
Yeah.
That's an amazing feat even right now, and it's just amazing to see it continue and just be that steady.
And that's from going on in the market to closing.
Yeah.
If you think, you got to think about it that way. So you got about 35, 45 days to close. Some of these are closing in a week. I've been on the phone with different abstractors saying, "Hey, look, can you help me out?" These people, people don't sell your home and then come down here looking for something. It's just, or the same way. We've got a closing tomorrow morning. We're going to. We had that all set up. She purchased her house out of state. The money's going to get transferred from the sale of this house to that house. She signed all the documents already. And we help with that stuff all the time. That's what we do. We make this as simple as we can. We know how challenging it can be to move, to buy, to sell, the emotional attachment and everything else. That's what we do. We take and smooth that out. It's like the duck. You see that duck just going across the river? You don't see all of this stuff underneath. That's us doing all that down there. And the idea is to keep your ride as smooth as it can possibly be. And that's what we do our best, and that's what we strive for. So give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793. The website's retiredtoarkansas.net. I was talking to a guy, And I asked him if he'd been on the website. He said, yeah. And where do you live? And blah, blah, blah. He says, so those cameras, those are you? I said, yeah, that's me. That's really me. So people, take a look at it and enjoy them. They make a great screensaver, whatever you need. But give my honey a call, 870-405-0793. And see what the Z team can do to help you. Myself, Linda, Reese Tubbs, the legendary Reese Tubbs, Darlene Clark, Sam McMaster, April Bentley. We're all here to help. And tomorrow, come to Music on the Square in Yellville. We'll be there and enjoy the music and just have a good night. Okay?
Realtors you'd recommend to a friend. I appreciate you coming in and doing
Thanks,
this.
appreciate it.
We recommend you all the time. I know that you make it seem easy to the people that you're dealing with, but they don't realize what's going on and the dominoes and everything that's happening behind the scenes.
There's some stuff involved in these things. Yes, there is.
Plus, you do a lot with the community and a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
So we really appreciate you coming in and doing this
Thank
every
you.
week.
Thank you.
And we're going to take a break.
Been doing it for a while. I've been the voice of real estate here for a number of years.
Yes, you have, and you do a great job.
Thank you.
And your wife does a great job keeping all you guys orchestrated and spinning all the plates.
That's right. That's what she is, the chaos coordinator.
Well, give them a call, and they will definitely take care of you. Go to their website, retiredarkansas.net.
Yep.
And you can look at the cameras, MLS. They got so many things. So I appreciate you coming in. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.